that's harder to.
Oh, yeah, I believe we should be really aware. Um, no, I think what can make the multi-level marketing more dangerous is depending a little bit on what you're saying on the confusion of what's the really the product being sold, probably, because also I saw some proposals that I was like, man, I could pay the money that they were asking me for the all the products they have on their school, for example, because it wasn't just business skills or to
Mhm.
sell, but were also some education on finances. If it was high quality, it's another topic. I would say probably, but I was like, I would pay this. If I would pay, I would probably pay in another part of my life if they were just a product. I didn't even need the part of referrals and selling
Mm.
the other business, whatever it is. But one proposals that I got, it was on from Lyconet. I believe my Lyconet and my Word that were like I could find local business to adhere to a partnership with the company Lyconet or My Word. I believe My Word was part of Lyconet, and I would win a commission because they would promote the cards to people on discounts, which was the the selling point.
Mm.
So it's like I am, let's say, a normal client. Boom. And I know that I have like a kind of a map that certain local shops have discounts because they are partners with Lyconet, let's say. So I
Mm.
would go more probably to that shop because I know I have some discount because they are partners with Lyconet. So I can make money gaining new partners to Lyconet or My World, and so yeah. So I would like a commission from every part of it, and so yeah, it was that. So it was a that part. Well, didn't interested me so much, but the part of the school because
Mm.
besides that they had also a school. So it got me like this seems like a level marketing, or this looks a pyramid scheme in some sense because you also win money from recruiting other people. But at the same time, I feel there's some value here that can be that I can get from. But
Mm.
but again, I
I
guess
guess it should be
it depends
it
on
should
the
be said
company,
as
right?
well that that you can there are referral schemes that aren't multi-level as well, and that's not always a bad thing if people know, like if you like a product that you're using and you want to tell a friend, and you get a discount off your monthly fee, or they get a discount, and you both win from that situation. I think that's fine. You know, that could be who does that. I mean, I think I was on Weight Watchers at some stage. I probably need to go back on it again. That's the weight loss program, and you sign
Yeah.
someone up, and they get a free month, and you get a free month, and but the difference is that you can't then have them in your team and then them sign up people, and you can't sort of create this revenue stream, but you can
Ah,
definitely. And I think, you know what I mean? Like, so there's different structures that are probably more, that feel to me more ethical, or
yes.
um, yeah, that kind of thing. But and I mean, it could be the case that this organization that you're talking about might have a good structure, and I think it does come down to the structure, and again, like you said, the value of the products that you're getting. I just think the the thing that always gets me about selling, so personal development and business as the product in a multi-level marketing company, is it seems to always um, turn out that they're talking about skills and development to grow this downline, and then that starts to get into it's just so tempting. I imagine that,
Yes.
if you had someone that's your mentor that brings you in, and they're motivated to sign you up and have you sign up other people, that you would use the skills that you're learning and that you're supposed to be getting from the course to try to just recruit more people. And it's again, it's, I guess you've got to step back sometimes and think, why is this company using that model? And for the company, it's extremely profitable for the top of the company, but not necessarily for the people that sign up. And I think I'm sure as we move through, we'll probably get to talk about, what happens when we use testimonials and sort of personal stories as our sort of benchmark for what good evidence is when making business decisions. So it would be interesting to maybe talk about that. And if you want at any stage, John, I can tell you about the studies that I've done on multi-level marketing, if that's something that like about the factors that may be associated with why people are attracted to it.
Oh yes, I have here lots of questions and some citations
Yeah,
from your studies.
sure.
Just getting warmed up.
Yeah.
I want to add that on the example I am telling, they also add that referral scheme of like you can also do this part of the business, and also you have the option of recruiting more people so they can get more restaurants and local shops wherever it is. So well, they can make money from that, and you make money from them making money from that. And it also applies the economic concept that you were talking about oversupply but here in the sense that every local shop is already recruited. Here I was seeing here in Portugal in my zone, I have already lots of restaurants, so it has a part of it that is like you will get a time that you will have nowhere more to looking for theoretically. But just before we go then to your scientific studies, well, I'm yeah, it's a little it looks sometimes more doubtable, these companies, because they are really persuasive. They can get really us into a state where we feel we have to do that when we don't. But I'm not really sure if they are. Well, I don't want to say necessarily bad, because lots of people lose money. But I don't know. It's a complex topic, because I don't.
It is complex, yeah, and some people do benefit from it. I guess it's a chance to maybe dip your foot in for the first time into entrepreneurship, or there's structures that are there for you, like a website or a payment system, or maybe, again, you were talking about the personal development and education you might get from that. And I guess it just depends on what your goals are. And I think where there's some good, there's becoming some really good discourse or discussions around this online. Lots of YouTubers talking about it, but also there's the MLM conference, Consumer Protection Conference, that happens every year, that I'm going to be a part of this year. It's happening in May, and that brings together a whole bunch of different people and experts from around the world to talk about this online. And so I think you can, and even the Federal Trade Commission in America, and here in Australia, we've got our consumer watchdogs, and I'm sure you do in Portugal too, that you can go to for advice on these kinds of things. So I definitely think that there's some of the claims that they're making are probably very much exaggerated. But then, I think, like you said, it's complicated because people can get things out of it. I guess the thing one of the things that I found going into this was that I noticed that when I talked to ex-members, like people who had been in MLM and left, and perhaps they felt that they hadn't succeeded,
they were banned
they
were banned from MLM.
Not banned. They would leave. Maybe they were part of it for a year or 5 years, and at some stage they just left because it wasn't maybe giving them the financial support they needed, or whatever the reason was. When they left, often they would say that, look, it was just that it was my fault. So they would often say, it was my fault, I didn't work hard enough, or I didn't have, make the right, whatever it was, I didn't follow the system correctly. And what I was frustrated at, I think, was that I don't think that it's always people's personal faults. It's actually there's real issues with the system itself that you're told to trust and to have complete faith in. So it's actually that, you know, you really need to learn the skills to, which I think is what your channel is about too, is to learn the skills of discernment and critical thinking, and to learn
Yes.
how to
Yeah.
learn how to really think
Yeah,
about these things.
yeah, to think about this, because a person that knows nothing about persuasion, psychology, can go to into these events or to these conferences. They think, "Oh my God, it's going to really change my life." And as you were talking,
Yeah.
and your work is important because of that. Like to giving more awareness to consumer that this may not sound as pretty as it is, and these are more implications on your life, which is a little bit which touches your work. Actually, your work is really about it.